I am Kenneth from Sirius. I am the voice for the message. The message is from SaLuSa for March 8, 2013. The world is still in a state of turmoil, but we see all progressing as intended to bring about the results that are required to move you firmly onto the path of the new age. The old systems and ways of duality are being shown up for what they are, having been a means of keeping you under control. They must be removed, or changed if any part of them are going to be able to remain in the higher vibrations. Some of the changes happen quite naturally, but some situations are man-made and need extra attention if they are to be broken down. Restoring your sovereignty is one such area, and it needs legal means to change laws that were introduced to take away your rights. It will take time and best attended to when governmental changes have taken place. Much revolves around this change, and be assured that the means to achieve it have already been put in place. What many of you are already realizing is that following the upliftment of the December 21st, that there is a noticeable change in people's attitude to each other. Also that the awakening has led to more of them banding together in the best interests of everyone. Authorities are now being taken to task over issues that affect you all and your standard of living. You are beginning to understand that you have been manipulated and abused by those in power. It has been a deliberate policy, and but for your enlightenment would have ended with your total imprisonment. That may sound far-fetched, but the Illuminati have worked towards that goal for millennia of time. The future was foreseen, and the forces of light were also given a goal to reach to ensure that the Illuminati never reached theirs. You might say it was never going to be a real contest, as the light will always be the winner in such circumstances. However, it has not been without its cost to humanity, and even lives have been sacrificed, and bear in mind that you all freely offered your services. In real terms, the experiences have speeded up your evolution, so what you have given of yourselves has not been in vain or without its value. Indeed, you have been to the depths of darkness and are now well on your way back to the levels where only the light can exist. Within the next few years, you are going to see wonderful changes that will eventually bring to you the promised land, and you will live in crystal cities of light, purity, and cleanliness that will be a permanent feature. It means that you will work through several exciting stages of change to reach that level, and able to move from your reliance on fossil fuels to free energy. It is already coming into existence, but first those opposing such changes must be moved out of the way to stop their interference. When matters reach the stage of enabling us to come out openly to be with you, your friends of the inner earth can also meet you, and another important period in your evolution will begin. You will be making up for lost time very rapidly, and becoming the galactic being that you really are and were before you agreed to experience the lower vibrations. With all of these changes comes a great happiness just to be alive, and life will be fulfilling and give much satisfaction. In fact, you will soon be so focused on your new experiences that your time and duality will quickly fade into the background. Death as such will no longer be an issue, as you will decide when you wish to move into another experience. Changing bodies will be as simple as putting another set of clothing on. Which brings up the point that as your creative powers grow, you will think yourself into whatever way you wish to appear. All of these advances will give you so much more time to yourself, and work as you understand it will not be something you have to do to survive. Neither will it take up as much of your time as at present. It will be more a matter of doing what pleases you and brings you satisfaction. Eventually there will be no money involved, as that will have long been dispensed with, and that is where a society works together for the benefit of all. All of your needs are provided for, and many of them can be thought into being as and when you need them. Dear ones, we are aware that some of you still feel let down that outwardly nothing happened on the December 21st, but more took place than was apparent, and there has been no let-up in our help to bring matters to a wonderful conclusion. In reality, all happens at exactly the correct time, and since we live in the now, we do not share the same experiences that you do. Let go of time, as it is no longer reliable and has never been constant. Go with the flow and allow things to come to you where possible, and you will find you can rely on your intuition much more. Understand that there will come a point where you will be able to travel by pure thought, and instantaneously. The present, Past and future will be all one, and once you are galactic beings, you will be able to travel beyond your own universe if that is your desire. Some of you get so tied up with earthly matters that you forget where your future will take you. We do not make light of your problems, but please have faith that all will work out to give you the experience you need to evolve. If you view it as unpleasant, stop to think what lesson is in it for you. Duality may be finishing up, but you have not yet completely cut your ties with it. There is also karma that has still to be played out, and it is all part of your personal cleansing. See it for what it is and to put it behind you. If it involves other people who you may feel carry some blame for it, please set judgment aside and forgive all those involved. Nothing happens in your lives without good reason, so accept what comes up with grace and a good heart. I am Kenneth from Sirius, and pleased that you are continuing to work at your own upliftment and putting into practice what you have learned. The speed of your growth into the light is remarkable, and by doing so each individual is helping lift up all other souls. You are of a collective consciousness, and when it reaches critical mass you will have the most wonderful experience of ascension. It is ongoing, and you have lost nothing by preparing for it, and in fact gained much. Keep your intent strong to reach fulfillment, and you will get there with ease.